You want to know why this girl is cutting a cake? It's because she just pulled off a classic divorce. Look at her, youthful, carefree, and already cashing in. The marriage probably lasted, 6 months? Maybe a year if she's lucky? And now, here she is, celebrating with a cake because she's about to take her ex-husband to the cleaners. Alimony, baby. That's her new lifestyle, courtesy of the institution that was supposed to be sacred. But for her, it's just another way to secure a paycheck. Let's be real here. This isn't about moving on from a marriage that didn't work out. No, this is about exploiting the system. It's the equivalent of the classic scam. Run off with the money, ditch the husband, and then blame it on personal growth, or whatever excuse they can muster. You think this isn't happening all around us? Women are getting married for the sole purpose of securing financial freedom. Forget love, commitment, or anything meaningful. It's just a quick ticket to some cushy alimony payments. And don't get me started on the Independent Woman Act they put on. It's a joke. If this was a dude pulling this stunt, he'd be painted as a villain, but women get a free pass to play this game of financial manipulation. Oh, but she's empowered, they'll say. Empowered to exploit, maybe. Sure, there are women out there who genuinely want to build a life with someone, but let's be honest. The ones who do this, they're out for blood. They want the house, the kids, and the paycheck, and they'll smile all the way to the bank while throwing their ex under the bus. And the worst part? Men are too naive or too trusting to see it coming. So here's a little advice for men. Don't just judge the girl, judge her family too. Because if you think you're marrying an innocent little angel, but her family's full of hustlers who'll push her to squeeze you dry, you're in for a rude awakening. It's time to get smart before you get played.
I find it really stupid when I see men trying to make it a point that single mother standards are way too high. But wouldn't you think that a good mother or a good woman, period, would want the best for her children and want the best around her children? So you best believe that my standards are going to be through the roof. At this point, my standards are so high, I think I'm looking for Jesus Christ himself. Because, baby, I devote my life to being a mother and being a good woman so I can be a good mother. So yes, if you want to mess with me on that type of level, you need to prove to me why you are worthy of my time and why you are worthy to be in my child's presence on a consistent basis. Because I'd rather be alone forever than have my time wasted. So let me just make this clear. Don't take me being a single mother with a grain of salt. Just know that I work my ass off and I'm tired, okay? But I work my ass off as I should. So if you come into my life, you should be making things easier, not harder. And that goes for any relationship. But I'm quick to leave all types of situations.
Divorce? Yeah, let's call it what it is. Not some badge of empowerment, but a grenade tossed into the middle of a family with shrapnel that'll be felt for decades. Some women act like ditching their marriages over petty squabbles is this grand power move. But in reality, they're diving into a chaos they're nowhere near prepared for. You think it's all about freedom and a fresh start? Spoiler alert. That perfect life post-divorce evaporates pretty damn fast when you're staring down bills, deadlines, and the wreckage of a broken family. Oh, and for what? A quick hit of self-fulfillment? That's not freedom. That's just temporary delusion. Here's the truth you don't hear in all those empowering girl boss divorce stories. It's brutal. Divorce is not just paperwork and a clean slate. It's an emotional and financial sledgehammer. And guess who gets wrecked the hardest? Men. Society loves to champion the you go girl narrative, but let's take a real look at the aftermath. Men get drained, emotionally, financially, and mentally. And then there are the kids, stuck in the middle of this mess because one side decided that me time mattered more than family. No-fault divorce? Oh, that's just the easy way out for women. Walk away with zero accountability and leave the rest to clean up the disaster. It's not equality. It's a loophole designed to let one party bail while the other is left holding the emotional and financial wreckage. But don't come at me with that "this is just men complaining" line. If you think this is some gendered rant, get in the comments and share your side. This isn't about hating on women. It's about exposing the ugly truth behind the sugar-coated fantasy. Every like, every share, every comment is a reminder that we're keeping it real and bringing the truth to the surface. Let's get something straight. Marriage isn't supposed to be a walk in the park, but tearing apart a family over your ego? Over the belief that finding your truth matters more than stability? That's reckless. The real strength doesn't lie in walking away and tossing your family to the curb. It's in sticking around, dealing with the mess, and putting in the effort to make it work. Because building a family means sticking through the hard times, not running off to chase some fleeting sense of self.
The male improvement angle is so important for guys. And it just seems to me like, why would you want guys to not be working out, boosting their testosterone, which is so pivotal to their health, their overall emotional and physical health? Why would you want a society of weak, crippled men? I mean, how does that help anyone? And again, these are the same women that when, stuff comes crawling at them that's dangerous, if there's a war, if there's crime in their area, whatever it is, they're going to throw their feminism out the window and they're going to seek out those strong men who, by the way, have control over their emotions and can jump and leap to remedy that problem. So it's interesting to see them trying to weaken men, knowing full well in their heart of hearts that ultimately, if you know what did hit the fan, they would need those men.
Here's a tough pill to swallow. Just because you're happily hitched today doesn't mean your marriage is immune to the next wave of boredom or discontent. Some women, let's be honest, treat marriage like it's a Netflix subscription. As long as it's giving them that thrill, they're all in. But the second the rush wears off, they're hunting for the next upgrade. And get this, 80% of divorces are filed by women, and when they're pulling in a bigger paycheck than their husbands, that number spikes. It's almost like their success is the starting gun for the marriage countdown. For men, divorce isn't some fresh start. It's a wrecking ball. Half your savings, half your peace, half your sanity, gone. Meanwhile, she's out there rebranding as independent with an alimony check in hand like she just won the lottery. And the legal system? Well, it's practically writing her a script for success, while men are stuck with the blooper reel of their lives. Let's call it what it is. Some women are in it for the lifestyle, not the man. They treat marriage like an all-inclusive vacation package. As soon as they've had enough, they cash out and check out. The reasons they'll throw around for divorce? Lack of commitment. Not cheating, not abuse, just a vague, I'm not feeling it anymore. When the going gets tough, the commitment gets going. But somehow, infidelity still gets the blame for most divorces, as if not feeling it is some justifiable reason to throw everything away. But here's the twist. Men are waking up. They're finally seeing the game for what it is, and they're not staying quiet about it. There's a whole movement pushing back, pulling back the curtain, and exposing the empowerment narrative for the joke it is. Bottom line, society can slap all the hashtags and empowerment speeches on marriage and divorce it wants, but the fundamentals don't change. You can't rewrite human nature with a bunch of trendy slogans. There are roles, boundaries, and truths that don't bend, no matter how hard anyone tries. Push them too far, and reality's gonna snap back with a vengeance. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.